Holy smokes. Okay, guys, we got to react to this. Sometimes you just got to roll with the flow and react. And Jasmine Crockett, Jasmine Ratchet, she has taken the cake. This is it. It's official. She is 100 times worse than Tiffany Henyard. She has no soul. We're just going to take some time to react, and I'm going to let other people talk. I'm going to show you some other people's reactions to what she just did that is just beyond the limits of my imagination. I have no words for this, and I'm just going to let you watch this, and I'll try to share my thoughts and let you post in the comments. And hey, for any of you Jasmine Ratchet fans, I apologize in advance because we're not going to say nice things about her right now. So you might as well click off the video. For all you folks that are going to be all upset and crying because we're showing her in a negative light, which most of what she does is in a negative light. But at any rate, this is a reaction video in official request of my #1 subscriber, Caroline, of the Bottom Line Caroline channel. Shout out to Caroline. She's been asking me to do reaction videos. So we're just going to take our time and chill today and react to this madness. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how crazy these leftist nut jobs are and how they act in a way that I was never raised to act and never will act. So anyway, let's just start with a few reactions to Jasmine Crockett and this craziness that she, the speech that she did in this congressional hearing. Okay, so that's a funny face there. So let's start off with these reactions here, and we'll do 3 different people, and then we'll show the whole video, the whole speech, and then we'll break it down. Here we go.
What we're not going to do is try to compare this to Charlie Kirk.
It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws.
Yeah, Crockett, that's kind of your job, but go on, piss me the off.
The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened.
No, Crockett, what we're not doing is gaslighting American people and thinking that this woman was told to back up and leave, and that's all she was doing, when the reality is they told her to get out of her car. There was an agent in front of the car. She backed up just enough to drive forward and hit the agent before anything happened. That's what we're not going to do. And we're not going to ignore the fact that the government in Minnesota could have done stuff to stop this prior to this happening. They knew it was going to happen. They were waiting for it to happen. And we're not going to ignore that. It's still sad, but we're not going to ignore it. It's their responsibility. It's their fault.
I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was?
Yeah, Crockett, I remember when they called for a prayer in the whole entire house, and you specifically are heard screaming, "Hell nah!"
Shh. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
Your response was to sit there and say that Robinson was MAGA.
The reality is that the average person on the left probably couldn't make a shot from 200 yards because they haven't been playing with assault rifles since they were a little kid. Like, that is just the reality of how people on the left typically work.
Boy. So, y'all to talk.
That's Greg Foreman's channel. Thanks for Greg for putting all this stuff together. Let's get to the next reaction. Now let's see what the black folks have to say about this. So we heard that First Lady made some good points. I'm going to zip forward here to 2 minutes and 27 seconds. I'll leave a link to Greg's video so you can watch it all because it's really, really good. Okay, so let's continue on here.
Jasmine Crockett is gaslighting this country in ways that I didn't think were possible.
You know what they were doing when Charlie Kirk died.
I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was?
I do remember. You guys were happy about it.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
She's right. They were cheering.
Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law.
That's right. So if a cop tells you to stop or get out the vehicle, follow the instructions.
Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child.
Jasmine Crocodile tears.
Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was?
Oh, I remember very well because that day was a tragic day for many of us. In fact, I remember when I posted on social media, on my Facebook page in particular, how many people no longer respected me because I supported Charlie Kirk. I've seen so many people call him a racist, a bigot, all these names. Meanwhile, all he did was just share words, sharing his thoughts and sharing truth, called freedom of speech, but he was hated for it because of it. And when he was unalive for the whole world to see, y'all celebrated. Y'all celebrated. You all was dressed up as him for Halloween, mocking this man's death, still mocking this man's death. You all have no business saying Charlie Kirk's name out of your mouths at all. Because Charlie was innocent. He was innocent. But you all didn't think he was innocent. You all believed that he deserved to be unalive the way how he was.
Super Soul Sister, Black Power Jasmine Crockett, the one that said we need the Mexicans to pick our cotton because we ain't picking it no more. You remember? The one that said ain't nobody crying but white tears, saying white tear, her remember? Now, I like your opinion, po folk, of y'all black figure, Jasmine Crockett, crying over the liberal right woman. This ain't for no ranking. This ain't for no dogging. I just want to know, since all these nice conservative people that y'all been picking on, calling them, what y'all got to say now? The soul sister is crying over the white woman.
She was shot in her head and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
We targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us.
Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us.
Give her an award. That was good. That was good. So it took for a lady who got pew something she could have prevented for y'all to cry. Are you serious? Where was the tears at for these women? What happened? Where was the tears at for these young girls who lost their lives? Nothing? No, y'all just ignored it the entire time. And this is where we are right now. And you know what's so crazy is that nobody is talking about the fact that that woman who lost her life would still be here had we not had open borders. Don't say that. Don't say that. Had we not discovered that we were being robbed of billions of dollars by not only like illegal people who weren't even American citizens, but government officials, we would not have to worry about ICE being in people's neighborhoods. We would not have to worry about people taking money to cause problems for these agents, being hurt or worse. As you can see, there was nothing. There was crickets. None of y'all said anything. And now you want to cry? As much as this lady talks about white people and racism, you're crying for a white woman now, huh? Because she's on your side. Because she's standing up for what you believe in. You didn't cry for none of these white, Latino, and black women who lost their lives because of the issue you created. Yeah, okay. Smallest violin in the world.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to show the whole clip and then I'm going to ask you to share your reactions to the outstanding performance. Actually, it wasn't outstanding. It was the worst, fake, disgusting, insincere speech I have ever heard in Congress in my entire life. But it is interesting that, okay, she's going to sit up here and cry about the lady that got lost her life trying to run over an ICE agent. But where was the performance for all of those Latino and black women that were shown by that one reactor? Where were the crying before Congress moments then? So apparently an illegal comes into this country and kills somebody. Well, that's going to happen. I mean, we got to bring in 20 million people in so we can beef up the Democratic vote and stay in power. You're going to get a few murders in, our words here and there. It's going to happen, but we're not going to cry about it. We're not going to protest about it. We're certainly not going to rush to the streets, tear things up, throw bottles, throw rocks, and run people over because an illegal decides to R-word a 12-year-old girl and then end her life, right? Jasmine Crotchett. Holy smokes. Okay, so now let's flip over to Kingdom Reacts channel. And this is interesting because what you see unfold at the end of the speech is just downright shocking. I mean, it's crazy. It just devolves into utter mayhem. So let's jump over there and I'll zip through some of the parts that you've already heard. And then I'll slow it down when we get to that award-winning performance when she does the fake crying, which is just so disgusting. Okay, so here we go. Thank you to Kingdom Reacts for providing this video footage. Here we go.
Comfortable it makes people. And the second the shooting happens, I want you to watch how fast the story changes.
It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws.
Okay, I gotta say. Oh my God. You didn't come to Congress to write laws. So what'd you come for? To raise hell and to put on performances like this? Yeah, I guess so. And just to disrupt progress, right?
Or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened.
Okay, and that's disgusting. So what you call that is a straw man argument because nobody's pretending that it wasn't a very, very sad moment, but she's going to project that on the other side of the aisle as if that was even true. Nice try, Jasmine.
I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was?
Yeah, we remember what you guys' response was. It was to run out into the streets, celebrate, mock, and ridicule, dress up like Charlie Kirk on Halloween, and just turn it into a complete clown show where absolutely no compassion, no F's were given whatsoever. And you didn't sit up and cry about Charlie Kirk is a dad that has 2 kids. Yeah, we remember.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
Wow. This is what I mean by like delusional, completely intellectually dishonest in how she framed everything she just said.
Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law.
Oh my God, you didn't just say that. So no one is above the law. But the 20 million illegals who came in over the border, I guess they are. And all of the folks who unalived all those people, well, it's okay for them. They're above the law, but you're not, right? Right.
Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child.
Okay, Jasmine, where the hell are the tears? You're crying. You're so choked up for the child. The child. Not a tear, not a drop of water in your eyes, but you're just so devastated and crushed. And where were the tears when all of these other people lost their lives? Where was it, Jasmine? The
child has lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay.
And that's another disgusting thing to say. To project that we're pretending that it wasn't a bad thing. Screw you, Jasmine Crotchett.
Asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad. And so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm, they're bringing the crime.
Well, yeah, they are. You did allow 20 million people into the country and crime rates did spike. And now that crime has gone down 50%. Now that we're rounding up the illegals and kicking them the hell out of the country to where they can go back to where they came from and do it the right way.
The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Yeah, y'all are the ones. It is this administration that is bringing crime
Mr.
to
Chair,
their streets. That's what's happening.
It's the third incident where somebody has dropped an F-bomb in this committee, including the video.
I'm sorry.
Including the
Are your
video that we
princess-
had to watch
I
earlier.
Are your princess ears okay?
Is it profanity?
But
The
you're
committee's
wrong
ears
about
of Representatives.
my words
The committee-
than you are about the fact that a
Are
woman
you
The House
soft?
of Representatives.
The gentlelady.
Are we
will
offending your
suspend-
princess ears? Are they that soft?
All members will.
Maybe some of the
suspend.
kids out there.
Mr. Chairman, it is the gentlelady.
You're killing them.
kids.
It is the gentle.
Oh my God. If I was there, I'd be like, somebody tie her up and drag her out and shut her up. Holy smokes. I don't know how they can take it. Oh man. Now, what do you think about that speech? What do you think? Was it sincere? Do you think that was sincere? I'll just let you talk. I won't say anything because I don't want to offend anyone because I know you're going to get upset. And we know we got the nuts that are going to go bananas in the comments, and I will be doing a comment video. We'll have crazy people in the comments, edition 2, because I know this video is going to generate the crazies. They're going to come out the woodworks. So I won't give my opinion. I'll let you give your opinion. And then we'll just jump to this last video. I want to show you something. How the leftists react when they don't get their way. So nobody's above the law and ICE agents are rogue, but we just want to take a big black marker and run a line through all immigration law that's been enforced for the past 80 years. Forget the fact that President Obama, President Clinton, all of the liberals, all of the Republicans and Democrats enforced immigration law. And if you roll back to the speeches, you can hear Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton giving speeches where they sound more hardcore than Donald Trump himself. So what's the difference? It's Trump derangement syndrome. People can't handle it because it's coming out of the mouth of Donald Trump, and they are suffering from this psychotic disease where whatever Donald Trump says, we have to believe the opposite. So all of a sudden, we're supposed to forget 80 years of immigration law. We're supposed to forget the fact that all these laws are still on the books. Forget it. ICE agents are rogue. And boy, it's time to tear up the neighborhood, burn things down, ram ICE vehicles, jump in the middle of federal operations, and just lose your ever-loving minds. Now, do you remember when Biden was in office and we had the 20 million people coming in? How many riots were there and protests? Funny, I don't remember any. But let's see what happens when the crazies, the leftists, don't get their way, because now we're enforcing immigration law. Let's just jump to this next video, let you see a little bit of this. Tell me what you think about it. Wow. Bunch of degenerates with no home training. No home training whatsoever. You will never see me in the middle of a mess like this. I wasn't raised that way. Not at all. How much rational thinking do you think was going on during this protest? How much rational thinking is there? So is this behavior justified? Is it justified? So because we are deporting people and refusing people to come across the border anymore, does that justify this behavior? The laws are still on the books, but no, we have to do this. And at the same time, you get people like Jasmine Crotchett reminding us that no one is above the law. Well, I'll tell you why this happens. It's because these people are ruled by their emotions. They don't think with their frontal cerebral cortex. They're in their caveman brains, the limbic system, which is your fight or flight portion of the brain. So during fight or flight, you're ruled by your emotions and you have no logical thinking going on. And that's how you can sit here and say nobody is above the law while you're out here losing your damn minds because people won't allow your party to ignore the law. You see, it doesn't make any sense at all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't run around pouting and crying, okay, about the incident that happened and then say no one's above the law while we ignore immigration law. Oh man. So let me know what your thoughts are about this. And if you like reaction videos, sometimes I'm just going to throw stuff together without a script. You know, it's a lot of work to keep things going, but I enjoy interacting with my ride or dies. And shout out to all of you people who have been there with me from the jump. You know who you are. Angie, RN, Elaine, Caroline, Dwayne, the real folks know who they are. Brian's Welding. What's up with Brian? Glad to have you guys with me. And let's do this thing and have some fun all the while. That's all for this one. I'm out.